Welcome to Source BMX. I'm Van Homan here in Tallinn, Estonia for the Simple Session, the 25th anniversary with a pioneer in women's freestyle, Angie Marino, and we're going to take a look at her Cult Crew build. So you're riding the Cult Crew frame. It's kind of got a middle of the road geometry, 75-degree head tube, 8.75 standover, 13.5 rear end. Seems like a really great frame for sort of overall riding. Like, what makes this your frame of choice with so many options in the Cult line?
I like it because, like you said, it's just kind of like a good mix for everything, and I like riding everything. I like riding park, street, dirt, so like the back end is not too long for street and it's not too short for ramp, so. And
then I'm curious, what top tube size are you riding and how tall are you?
I'm 5'7", and so I used to ride a 21, and then I've slowly been going smaller and smaller, and right now I'm on a 20.5 because honestly it feels so good.
Yeah. What is the 20.5 versus the 21? Like, you feel like you have more control, or?
I feel like the 21 was good for like dirt jumps.
Okay.
Then this is more like, it's more reactive for park riding and for street. It's like a little bit smaller and tighter, so it definitely
makes sense. So you've got the Cult Crew frame, you've also got the Cult Crew bars. They got 12 degrees back, 2 degrees up. They also come in a variety of heights. I'd be curious what height you ride and why these bars feel comfortable for your style of riding. 935. Okay. I trust you. Say it with confidence.
I don't know.
Say it with conviction. 935s.
Wait, that's the right size. I don't know. I just like how they feel. So, it's like not too far back, not too straight.
Seems like a comfortable geo for your wrists.
Yeah.
When you land flat, it doesn't hurt?
No.
That's all we need to know. There you go. All right, Angie, you've got the Cult Salvation top load stem. You've got a 32 millimeter rise on this, and it's available in 46 or 51 millimeter reaches. Do you know which reach you got?
The shorter one.
I'm gonna guess the shorter one. I'm gonna guess a 46 millimeter reach. So how does this Salvation stem collaborate with your crew bars to just give you that perfect feel?
Because it's not like you like this.
So it's not too long, no. It's not too low.
Yeah.
Is that the deal?
Yeah, it's just quick.
Just right in the right spot?
Right.
Just feels right. All right, Angie, you've got the Cult Sect Forks, investment cash dropouts, heat treated, tapered legs to keep them from snagging during grinds. They're available in 3 different sizes. I think you have the mellower of the options, the 32 millimeter offset. Why is that your offset of choice?
So I ride a lot of park, so I like my bike to feel more stable, and the angle of this fork makes it feel better.
And how about these tapered fork legs that keep you getting hung up from grinds and things like that? Always smooth sailing?
Where's smooth sailing?
On the handrails? Good?
I don't know. Look at the legs on
All right, Angie, let's take a look at your drivetrain. You've got the Cult Crew cranks, kind of a classic 19 millimeter 48 spline drive 3-piece crank. How are they holding up?
I like these cranks because these are the lighter cranks that Cult has. They're the crew cranks. The hot cranks are really good as well. They're just a little bit heavier, but they aren't stronger.
Okay, well, you don't feel like you need. And what size are you running?
I run 165s.
Okay, and what makes that feel the most comfortable?
I feel like it's just your feet are like a little bit closer together, and it feels good for like bar spins and turn down stuff. So I like the smaller cranks.
All right, Angie, so you've got the Cult NWO sprocket. A couple of things I noticed about this sprocket that I personally like. First of all, it's stylish, but second, it's very affordable, which proves you don't need to break the bank to have exactly what the pros have. And third, it is very well designed. It kind of has a built-in cone spacer that kind of makes a clean transition from sprocket to bottom bracket.
Yeah, I like it. It's just simple. It's light. I mean, because I mainly ride park, I like to run a 28 tooth sprocket because it just gives you more leverage than 25.
So you got the 28.9 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then let's jump right there. We'll connect that right to your profile Elite hubs. You've got them laced with titanium spokes to the alienation rims. It seems like an important piece of the puzzle. It seems like you put a lot of attention into these wheels. So what's important to you about this wheel setup?
I feel like I'm really picky with wheels, and I've always loved profiles. They just last and they're light, and I really like the Elites I was on the minis for a couple of years, and then I'm switching back to the elites because I really miss like all the points of engagement, because it really helps with like pedaling at things. It just feels so much smoother, and it gives you like that extra oomph.
All right, so while we're on your wheels as well, Angie, you have the Alienation Malice in the rear and the Alienation Mischief in the front. Why two different rims? What makes that setup work?
Honestly, I was given these rims like for the first time maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and to try them out, and I've really liked them since, so I've kind of just stuck with them.
Wait, like these actual rims or?
No, no,
oh, okay. I was like, there's a testament right there.
No, but they do last. Like my old wheels, there's nothing wrong with them. I had them for 2 years. The spokes are pretty blown out. The rims held up perfect. That's why I love them. They're strong.
What about, you just mentioned something about your tubes?
Oh yeah, we run the sneaky Alibaba fake tubolitos in the plastic tubes just to save a little bit of weight.
Right.
Just that rotational weight. And also, I run the Cult Vans tires and the foldable ones because they also stay full of cooling. And they're the best tires ever.
So yeah, I mean, the Vans waffle and the Vans checkerboard seem to work perfect in other places besides shoes. So I mean, this tread pattern on the tires seems to work great, and also a very stylish seat. So what's up with these kind of Vans called collaboration products?
Well, Robbie's roots run deep in Vans. I mean, he was sponsored by Vans, and now some of us on the team are sponsored by Vans. So I don't know. I mean, I like checkers, and these tires are probably my favorite tires I've ever ridden. So I just kind of been sticking with them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it works. It works both. Works on your tires, works on your shoes. All right, and how important, while we're on the seat, how important is your seat shape and your seat height for you?
So I like the chunkier seats just because I feel like with bar spins, it's just nice to be able to like feel my seat. I used to be a small seat girl, not only a big seat girl.
All right.
And I always run 4 fingers high.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, and that same thing, just feeling the seat like in your knees. Like,
yeah. I feel like I have a little bit longer legs, so it's just like the seat a little bit higher is nice.
Let's talk about the plastic. We've got the DAC pedals, kind of a slim body with a larger platform. Right?
Yeah.
And then what pegs do we got on here? The
butter
pegs. Okay. Yeah. So that's like the D-Hart pegs?
I mean, plastic pegs are kind of the way to go. I feel like it's easier and slide on things. I mean, I do like the sound of metal pegs, but that's old school.
That's bamble. I think that was a personal attack. And what about the pedals? Roche.
Yeah, these are the best pedals ever because your feet grip to them, but like not too much to where if you want to do like feet tricks, you're not going to get stuck on them, which is why I rode the plastic ones.
All right, Angie, thank you for sharing your bike with us and everyone out there in Source BMX world. Make sure to check out the Source Bike Builder. There you can see pricing, availability, and specs for everything Angie's riding. sourcebmx.com.